Why is it pese paunwana ZANU kana paine murungu? Murungu is a criminal. Say pese paunwana ZANU kana paine murungu? Murungu is a criminal. Why? John Braden Kemp was a well-known criminal. John Braden Kemp guys based my sanction. He's a smuggler, a professional smuggler. He was basing my sanction for Ian Smith in the 1960s and the 1970s. Kusuka out to owner an airline. Nika partner kaga ifala kachenda kuking en route to Amsterdam in transit with the minerals from Rhodesia. How come that guy, John Braden, wadokadra an airline and Afrite? You guys are tambir go on the ZANU PF government, and they continued. Umbava, na John Braden came, a criminal from Britain. And I was on Britain now to Zanya about DRC. John Braden came. He ran away from Nya the good DRC. Vauda Muraya and Mnangagwa. Agatiza no Garaku, United Kingdom, Doko Akazo Fira. I just talk one day when I'm Gabi. John Braden came, a criminal. Yes, ZANU. A criminal, yes, son. This guy, Wamurgu Swift is owned by Simon Radland. Back Storage is owned by Simon Radland. He was also the owner of Pioneer Buses, Simon Radland. He also owned this God Lift Tobacco. That's why I'm in a fight in British American tobacco. Because he's smuggling cigarette into South Africa. About direct tax. He smuggles cigarette into South Africa. Or not things up a black market. He doesn't pay tax. He's a criminal. And he's a ZANU PF supporter, Simon Radley. Why is it ZANU PF is synonymous with white criminals? And then they tell us that opposition, but you are wrong. Yet, and Simon Radley and the ZANU PF supporters, the guy is owning Tonga to Ulet. Those Swift. My sanctions, the Swift. Why cry foul? Because he's well-known criminal. Simon Radland. God Lift Tobacco. He's a thief. And then you will have the Kodzi family. White people from South Africa, Afrikaner origin. They're running Den Dairy on behalf of the Mnangagwa family. Varunguka. No vaganda kunoita yustup ma villagers kuchilonga wakutadgara uskwa kubisa ma villager mulende yavo ye madzibaba munyika yavo yerifa kundibai pana munyika ya baba munyika yerifa vakandibai pano tise vatina mabi varime uskwa. Kodzi family, African origin from South Africa, white people synonymous with ZANU PF criminality. And you tell us the opposition, you party wrong. Ewan Macmillan, a Zimbabwean white man of the British origin, well-known gold smuggler in Zimbabwe, smuggling in the excess of 200 million per month to Dubai, money laundering on behalf of the regime. Ewan Macmillan, so powerful to the point of calling Emerson Mnangagwa my boy. A white man, you call Mnangagwa my boy, which means Mnangagwa is a puppet of Ewan Macmillan. And you tell us that the opposition is a puppet, is a part of puppet. Yet Ewan Macmillan, a white man of British origin, a professional, well-known gold smuggler, who is disenfranchising the masses of Zimbabwe, handles Mnangagwa like a boy. A white man, synonymous with ZANU PF criminality. Nick Van Hook Stratton, the mender of the well-known or notorious Frank Buyanga, straight from the coal mines of London to owning Wange Collier mine, 30% stack, because of his ZANU PF connection and paying tithe to ZANU PF party. That's how you got Wange Collier mine. Van Hook Stratton, a well-known thief in Britain, a property baron, a land baron in Britain. They even want to arrest him. He's on the radar of Interpol, but he ran away to hide under the wings of ZANU PF, and he's a well-known criminal. ZANU PF is synonymous to white criminals. You tell us kuti opposition party varungu. But Van Hook threatened you and he's hiding under ZANU PF. Adriano Mazzotti, a well-known criminal and the tobacco baron and tobacco smuggler. That's why tobacco industry is dead in Zimbabwe. Because we are surrounded by tobacco barons. And all these tobacco barons, they pay tribute to ZANU PF. Simon Radland is a tobacco baron, he's a white man. Adriano Mazzotti is a South African of Italian origin. He's a tobacco baron. And he's a ZANU PF supporter and a friend of Emerson Mnangagwa, Adriano Mazzotti. And you expect our indigenous Zimbabwe black tobacco farmers to thrive when those people, they set artificial tobacco prices at the auction floors so that they disenfranchise the indigenous black tobacco farmers. And then you say we are under sanctions, yet our black indigenous tobacco farmers cannot thrive because of criminality at the tobacco auction floors, which is spearheaded by people like Simon Radland, people like this Adriano Mazzotti, people like Zunaid Moti, coupled by the Chinese tobacco baron. And you accuse the opposition parties of puppetry, yet ZANU PF is mollycoddling with white criminals. Tell us about Zunaid Moti. Zunaid Moti Imbava. Who doesn't know that? Zunaid Moti Imbava. The guy is a proven criminal. Right now he's fighting unending legal battles in South Africa. He was arrested in Germany for criminal because Interpol, they put red flag for him. But the guy comes to Zimbabwe as an investor and is received with warm embrace by the Mnangagwa family. And then you tell us that opposition is captured by the white people. Yet you have got a list of all these white men, all of them criminals, running the state of Zimbabwe, capturing the government of Zimbabwe. And you want to tell us about sanctions, yet your government is run by a network of white criminals. Who is a thief here? Where are sanctions here? When you have surrogated the sovereignty of Zimbabwe to white criminals, and you tell us that Zimbabwe is under sanctions, yet the country is being looted blind in a broad daylight by these so-called investors who are hiding under the skirt of the government. You're stripping the right of the citizens of Zimbabwe, and you want to preach sanctions. You want to preach the opposition as the puppet. Why you are mollycoddling with criminals? Utter hypocrisy. ZANU PF imbavha dzevanhu vari kutambawo nembavha dzevarungu voya vachikuudza izvemasanction but vachitora maresources enyika vachimamba kumbavha dzinenge dzabva kunze kwenyika. Right now tiri kuswera nemabelarusian nemarussian munyika, tiri kuswera nemachinese vari kutora zvinhu vasingaunze technology. Machina kana akauya muZimbabwe havauye netechnology, havakuunzirei skills transfer program. They do not develop the surrounding and the environment like what the other companies used to do. And Alondra, and Rio Tinto, and BHP Platinum, they used to develop the surrounding. Infrastructure, they give you schools, they do housing program for the citizens of Zimbabwe. But these guys, they will bring you nothing. They'll come with their own employees, with their own managers, and they loot the country dry. They're coming to harvest our resources, and they go back to their countries with our resources. No value addition, no skills transfer, no infrastructural development, and they go back and they leave us empty-handed. And you say that we are bringing development into the country using the Chinese and the Belarusian and the Russian, yet the Zimbabwean citizens are not gaining anything out of it. Right now, Zimbabwe is world number 7 in lithium production, but we do not see the proceeds of lithium. Lithium is leaving the country in its raw form. No refinery, no value addition, no extra employment creation, no infrastructural development that is happening for under lithium. But yet, lithium today is the world gold, and we are not getting anything out of it. World number 2 platinum producer. Platinum is living gas, Mondoro gas, unrefined, going to South Africa to Rustenburg to be refined in Rustenburg under Impala Platinum, a Lonmin owned company, Lonmin, which means London Minerals, which is a Lonro company.